All right, time for the top 50 songs of the year. I did lie. This is actually 75 songs. 50 just sounded better than the title. I couldn't cut it down no matter how much I tried. I'll make sure to get through the first part of it pretty quickly. I don't want to waste anyone's time. And then once I get further into like maybe like the top 20, top 15 territory, I'll go into deeper detail about these songs. I'm gonna start off with number 75, "Holiday" by Turnstile. A very dreamy, cool, kind of punkish song. This album has gotten a lot of attention, and while I didn't really connect with it as much as a lot of other people did, I still think this song is an absolute banger, and I highly recommend it. Number 74 is Phoebe Bridgers with "That Funny Feeling." She didn't write this song. This was a song this is a song she covered from Bo Burnham's Inside special. I think it's the best song on that special in my opinion. And I just kind of prefer Phoebe's voice over Bo Burnham's, and I also think her ambient kind of noise additions to the song really worked well, and happy with how that turned out. Number 73, Marissa Nadler with the beautiful, lovely, and soft "If I Could Breathe Underwater." Next is Amber Mark with the absolute jam that is "What It Is." Trippie Redd and Playboi Carti with "Miss the Rage." This is one of the best beats Carti has ever rapped on. I love the EDM sample. The lyrics are a bit tedious, but overall it's a very memorable cut. Number 70 is Gredeka with "Sisyphus." This really blew my expectations out of the water. This is a YouTuber, so I wasn't really expecting much. He is a hip-hop YouTuber. He is a rapper. I do still think his rapping needs some work, but, he did all the production by himself, and it's honestly amazing. So I'm kind of excited to see where he goes from here. Next up is Rina Sawayama and Elton John with "Chosen Family." This is a beautiful, meaningful, piano-blessed vocal duet. It's a tearjerker, and it's a bit dramatic, but I think it knows its job and does its job well. Still Woozy with "Get Down." This is a sleepy, psychedelic bedroom pop cut with a catchy hook and some sick bass lines. Next is Deerhoof with "Scarcity Is Manufactured." It's a sweet, tropical, has lush instrumentation, and it has some of Supotomi's prettiest vocals. Lingua Ignota, "Pennsylvania Furnace," a tragic, pained piano ballad. And then we have the hilariously performed "Moonwalk" by CupcakKe. Next at 64 is Marina with "Purge the Poison." This is an energetic, pointed, new kind of pop-punk song from Marina. And out of all the songs on her new album, I think this is the one that conveys its message with the most ferocity and intensity. At 63 is a song from Duran Duran with "More Joy" featuring the Japanese punk band Chai. It's a new wave punk crossover. It's a collaboration that I definitely didn't expect, and definitely I didn't expect to be this good. Next is the extremely catchy and quirky "Bunny is a Rider" by Caroline Polachek. This one is super catchy. I can't get that hook out of my head. The I do. It's just eternally in there. I can't get it out. It's insane. Indigo de Souza with "Hold You." This is a sweet, sensual pop rock jam. It's very affirming, heartwarming. I love this one a lot. Up next is "Roof" by Wiki. It's a creative rap song by East Coast hip hop rapper Wiki. This man wrote a whole song about how much he likes being on his roof, and it just turns out amazing. I don't know how he thinks of this stuff. It's incredible. Wolf Alice with the hazy, energetic punk song "Smile." It has a very catchy chorus. Next up, the Chemical Brothers with the progressive house cut sample-based electronic jam that is "The Darkness That You Fear." Yukika, best K-pop song of the year. It's called "Loving You." I love Yukika's blend of K-pop, city pop, and J-pop. It's genuine, sweet, and carefree. Lizzo and Cardi B put out the banger that is "Rumors." Their vocal chemistry is so fiery, and synth bass is very goofy. I love it. War on Drugs, "I Don't Live Here Anymore." It's an absolute jam. Love the build on it. Instrumentally refined. Just a great War on Drugs song. At 54, Anjimile and Jaesum with the remix of "In Your Eyes." This is a beautiful Baroque pop song. It's string-kissed, dreamy, absolutely gorgeous. Churches and Robert Smith team up with How to Drown. It's a mysterious, gothic, cathartic little synth pop song. It's very dark, very mysterious, and I love it a lot. Taurus has a indie rock song with a singer-songwriter attitude. Hug from a Dinosaur. It's fun, catchy, and quirky. Pink Pantheress, Just For Me, a zoomer two-step jam. Quick, simple, perfect, pleasant, as with all Pink Pantheress songs are. Casey Musgraves put out another great country pop crossover. I don't care what anyone says. This album is pretty good. In the title track, it's a medieval, operatic, expository pop song. It's called Star-Crossed. It's very mysterious and divine. Love it. Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar with Family Ties. I do prefer Range Brothers, but that isn't a single, so it doesn't really count. This whole list, I forgot to mention, it is all singles, except for a couple exceptions. I'll get to those later. It's a fire return for Kendrick. Baby Keem shines with his signature whiny, weird rap style, but and the beat just makes it all more exciting. Charli XCX comes out with New Shapes. It's her most accessible song in a while, but I think it works out pretty well. It's still a bit futuristic, very catchy, still very exciting, even though it is a bit less so compared to her previous albums. Olivia Rodrigo put out the hit Good For You. This song really sold me on Olivia. It's overplayed as all hell, but the hook potential and the energy of the song is undeniable, and fuck all those people that say it's just a ripoff of Paramore, because it isn't. It is its own song, and it's amazing. Sitting at 46 is Big Red Machine with Phoenix, featuring Fleet Foxes and Anaïs Michel. It's pleasant, smooth, catchy. It's kind of a drunken swing folk ballad, and it feels like waking up on a nice spring day. It's just a nice experience. 45, Billie Eilish, Happier Than Ever. It's an evolving epic, reminds me a lot of Phoebe Bridgers' I Know the End, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. I don't think Billie Eilish really does it as well, but, she tried, and her effort is respectable and still successful, because this is cathartic as fuck. Jessie Ware comes out with Please. It's an 80s dance pop throwback. It's a bonus track that didn't end up on her last album that came out the previous year, but it's somehow better than a lot of the songs on it, so definitely had to throw it on this list. Kanye West with the long-awaited and meticulously crafted Hurricane, featuring Lil Baby and The Weeknd. It's dark and beautifully apocalyptic. Genesis Owusu put out Gold Chains, a smooth rap ballad, and it's lyrically crushing, and I love a lot of the symbolism that this track holds and how it's kind of a centerpiece of the album. Mitski with Working for the Knife. Apparently she went through like a My Bloody Valentine phase, because there's a surprising amount of shoegaze influence on this song, and it honestly really improves it. I love the sound of this song. I think she really pulled off shoegaze really well. Sharon Van Etten and Angel Olsen put out the pretty much perfect duet, the catchy, emotional, powerful, Like I Used To. This is a stunning song. Weezer, All My Favorite Songs, dramatic, catchy, quirky, and funny, uniquely saddening cut from the new record. Number 38, Tyler the Creator with Lumberjack. This is a banger, some of his best rapping off the new project, and it's a nice beat. I love the Gravediggers sample. Number 37, Jockstrap with 50/50, a glitchy breakbeat song. It amazes me every time I hear it. I really, really wish I was creative enough to make something like this. 36, Black Country New Road with Chaos Space Marine. I'm a big fan of, all the post-punk songs that they released earlier this year, but this new teaser really impressed me. It's an indie rock direction. They take some notes from Arcade Fire, which is one of my favorite bands, and, that powerful screamed chorus is very nice, and I love a lot of the instrumentation on this, and, the time signature is really interesting. Love this song. Doja Cat and SZA team up with Kiss Me More, a undeniable hit. It's like a modern pop classic at this point. The SZA feature is great. It's catchy as hell. I prefer the more experimental side of Doja. I like a lot of her hip-hop songs more than her pop stuff, but with how good this song turned out, I really can't complain. Lucy Dacus, Hot and Heavy at number 34. Nostalgic, dreamy, powerful soft rock song. This one I can't get enough of. I keep listening to it. This is really what convinced me to listen to her newest record, and that is also a great album. I'd check that out as well. 33, James Blake, Life Is Not the Same, an intensely saddening and really cool electronic ballad. Love the production from Take a Day Trip. His moaning vocals are very emotionally provoking. It was really hard to pick between this song and Say What You Will, but I ended up going with this one because I just like it a lot more. Radiohead put out the Kid A Leftover, If You Say the Word. It's impressively arranged, lushly produced, and it somehow does come close to the quality of the tracks on Kid A, which is surprising. Number 31, TK Maidza, with the incredibly smooth and lovely summer jam, Kashmir. This song feels like laying on a field of clouds. That doesn't really make sense, but it makes sense to me. Number 30, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard with their new song One. Very good experiments in microtonal music. Love this. Love how jammy it is. It's a good psych pop cut. Very dreamy as well. Love it. 29, Converge and Chelsea Wolfe with their song Blood Moon. A gritty and gothic epic. One of my favorite metal songs of this year. And number 28, Here Comes the Sun by the often imitated, never duplicated Bill Wurtz. A very great, awkward, weird, chaotic, and jazzy song. And it's a return from him after a year of silence. I'm glad he's back, and I'm glad he's back with this much creative energy. Number 27 is Incendio by Arca. This out of this world, abstract, deconstructed club hip-hop banger. This song makes being lit on fire sound like a fun time. At number 26 is Stop Making This Hurt by Bleachers. It's an orgasmic, cathartic, catchy as hell pop masterpiece. The gang vocals on the chorus are just so powerful. Holy shit, there's just so much weight on them. It's like oppressive. 25 is Trust by JPEG Mafia. I know most people would pick Hazard Duty Pay over this one as the best JPEG song of this year, but I really connected with this song. I love the absurd self-love lyrics and his really bubbly, glitchy production. Love it. 24, Soccer Mommy with Rom-Com 2004. It's a distorted, corrupted indie pop hit. You know, like it has like this kind of bass song, which is pretty alright, but it constantly sounds like it's being overtaken by some sort of virus. I just love the production on it. 23 is Once Twice Melody by Beach House. This is one of the exceptions. This is not really technically a single. It's I thought I'd include it on this list anyways, just because I feel like Beach House's work that they've put out this year has been some of their best, and also their weird rollout for their new album of just like kind of releasing these 4 EPs and combining them. It's very weird, and I feel like there is some single elements to it. All of the songs have music videos too, so I didn't feel too bad with cheating with this song. 22 is Flock of Dimes with One More Hour. This is one of the most overlooked songs of the year. It's off of the new solo album from Y Oak's Jen Wassner. It's just a great dreamy indie pop song. The hook and the bass and the progression, it's so perfect. Highly recommend this song. Next at 21 is Valentine by Snail Mail. She really perfects her style on this lead single. Her vocal performance is incredible. The chorus just won't leave my head, and I really wish that the rest of this album was as good as this lead single, because I was a bit disappointed with the rest of Valentine. 20 is BUZZCUT by Brockhampton featuring Danny Brown. They really bring on the heat with this lead single to their amazing record. It's the beat is so incredible. I love how they kind of just like got a piece from one of the previous songs, looped it a bunch, just like made a whole new song out of it. Just that kind of method is very awe-inspiring, I think. And of course, Danny Brown nails his feature. Number 19, Hikari no Disco from Japanese electronic duo CAPSULE. They're back with their first song in 6 years, and it seems like the wait was worth it because this EDM song is a banger to end all EDM bangers. Even at 5.5 minutes long, it never runs out of steam. It's fun, catchy, and it's just so danceable. I once was listening to the song while driving, and I had to turn it off because I thought it would be too dangerous with how much I was moving in my seat. Number 18 is Japanese Breakfast with Be Sweet. It's a perfectly crafted new wave classic. It starts off so mysterious, and it just opens up to this chorus with gorgeous, wonderful backing vocals, and it really fits her new style very well. Love what she did on this song. 17 is Montero, Call Me By Your Name by Lil Nas X. He created an event this year after he dropped this new song. Everyone was talking about it, and for good reason. He really reinvents himself on this song. I love the flamenco touches to it, and his vocals sound really nice as well. Number 16 is Jid and Denzel Curry with Bruh Remix. I feel like the song doesn't nearly get enough attention. Jid and Denzel spit some of the fieriest verses that I've heard this year, and it's just for a throwaway single. They really did not have to go this hard for it. The beat is nothing really special, but Jid and Denzel rap their brains out over it. It's just breathtaking. Number 15 is Remy Wolfe with Liz. This song honestly blew my mind when I first heard it. Remy's vocal performance on the song just left me speechless. There's so much energy, it's so fun, it's so bouncy, and it is everything that a pop song should be, and it is baffling that she didn't put it on her newest album. 14, Injury Reserve with Knees. Knees is a song that really stopped me in my tracks. I had never really listened to Injury Reserve until I listened to this song, and it was really hard to process, especially with that insane sample. It's actually a sample from a Black Midi song, and that was painfully harrowing vocals from deceased member Steppa J. Groggs. The repeating phrase of my knees hurt when I grow, and that's a tough pill to swallow because I'm not getting taller, is a line that has really stuck with me, not only due to its constant repetition in the song, but with how powerful it is. R.I.P. to Steppa J. Groggs, and this song is very deserving of its placement. 13 is Lump with the song Animal. It's a mysterious, alien, and futuristic synth-pop cut. I love how everything in this song sounds. The production is really something else, and Laura's vocals are so nice. Her articulations are so purposeful. The breakdown in the middle of the song is very creepy and magical. I love the vibe of it. Number 12 is DARKSIDE with The Limit. This song really surprised me. The desert rock guitar and vocals get this really mystic feel, and then the addition of screeching synths and the drums that fall in and out of time. It's a very special song. It really makes me wish more songs were out there that sound like it. And just like the previous song I was talking about, it also has this really weird breakdown in the middle that just adds so much to the mysteriousness of it. Number 11 is Little Sims with the song I Love You, I Hate You. This is one of the coolest, most heart-punchingly musical genius moments of the year. Over a continuously looping sample of I Love You and I Hate You, Sims addresses this complicated relationship she has with her father and goes into impressive detail about the emotional impact he left on her. The verses ebb and flow as she balances scolding her father's actions while still respecting him as a human being and acknowledging how he shaped her to be the person that she is today. This song is absolutely awe-inspiring, and lyrically, it's the best thing to come out this year. Number 10 is Silk Sonic with Leave the Door Open. This song took the world by storm earlier this year, and honestly, I really can't complain. It's just that damn good. It makes me feel very happy. Bruno and Anderson just sound so suave and sexy on this song. I feel like their vocal cords are just continuously embracing me as they forcefully inject the smoothest soul song directly into my bloodstream. This song produces so much dopamine. It's insane. Number 9 is Sufjan Stevens and Angelo De Agostine, Back to Oz. Instrumentally, the song is beautiful. Lyrically, the song is beautiful. Vocally, the song is beautiful. I have never heard beauty conveyed this effortlessly in audio form. The bass, the bells, the guitar, everything just sounds so warm and intentional. It's like sunbathing. Number 8 is Spelling with Boys at School. A lot has been said about this new album by Spelling, and yeah, it definitely deserves all of the praise. Leading up to this album's release, I listened to the 3 teaser tracks maybe dozens of times each, especially this one with its sinister lyrics, theatrical crescendos, and epic climax. The production is immaculate, the storytelling is powerful, and if there were any song to soundtrack my origin story as a supervillain, it would be this one. Number 7 is Black Midi with Slow Loud. Black Midi released one of the most insane projects this year, and while any of the singles could have easily made my list, I think this is the one that I liked the most, especially the single version, which is renamed Slow with Loud in parentheses. It really gives you an idea of kind of the attitude that the song holds. It's skull-crushing, mind-bending, music-defying prog rock, and it is broken in the best ways possible. At number 6 is Magdalena Bay with You Lose. This video game influenced synth pop banger is cute, catchy, DIY, exciting, and fresh. I said I'm going to be saying a lot about Magdalena Bay in my top albums of the year video. And, you know, a lot of it applies to this song as well, so I'll try not to repeat myself, but this is a very special song from a very special album, and, you know, I really love Magdalena Bay, and I'm so excited to see what they do next. Number 5 is No Name with the song Rainforest. This bossa nova hip-hop jam balances perfectly between being poignant, sharp, intelligent, celebrational, cathartic, vengeful, tired. There are just so many emotions in this song, and, you know, only No Name can convey all of them as clearly as she does in this song. The anti-capitalism messaging is powerful, telling, and very serious. And unfortunately, it seems that No Name doesn't really have much interest in continuing her career as a musician, rapper, and artist. But, you know, I mean, it's, you know, self-care is important, and I really respect her decision. But if this is her last musical statement, I think she really ended on a high note. Number 4 is St. Vincent with The Melting of the Sun. You know, St. Vincent, even after like a very prolific and lengthy career, around 2 decades of putting out quality records, she really topped herself this year with her new album. And on this album, the centerpiece of the album, in my opinion, the best song in the album, it's this massive tribute song to the artists that influence her, the ones that really paved the way for people like her to have the career that she does. And you know, she really details the pain that women in the entertainment industry have had to suffer through and continue to suffer through, you know, just to kind of push society towards progress. And not only is this a great tribute to some very important people, it sounds amazing. The classic 70s aesthetics, the psychedelic production, they all come together and just make the song sound like it's melting, just like the title. And I just love this song so much, and it's also very respectable what she did with the song, and she really pulls it off. All right, my top three songs of the year. This was very hard to choose. I'm gonna start it off with "Musician" by Porter Robinson. I love this song so much. It's a very important song to me. You know, it's Porter Robinson at his peak songwriting, production, and sample work. The overall creativity of the song is very incredible. Even the lyrics are top notch, which is weird for a song that kind of emphasizes more how it sounds than what it's saying. But you know, it's a very important song for me this year. It helped me out a bunch. It's kind of my go-to song when things just kind of feel hopeless. In frequent moments where like passion is very hard to find in the era of COVID, this song has been kind of like a beacon of inspiration for me. And I think it is really an important song for a lot of people. And it definitely deserves its placement as number 3 on this list. Number 2 is Big Thief with their song Little Things. You know, they released many singles to tease their upcoming record, and this one is by far my favorite. It's heavily compressed jangle pop tirade. It's packed with interesting songwriting and production choices. Adrian Lenker's pained, expressive vocals are just drowned out by this insistent acoustic guitar strumming this chord progression that seems to always be shifting in pattern. The tight drums, the enthused clapping, the natural wind chimes, the tambourine, the shuttle shaking sleigh bells, the moaning and gasping vocal artifacts, the solo electric guitar with that piercing tone that somehow cuts through the rest of the noise underneath it, Adrian's short staccato scream near the end, everything just comes together to create this musical mess that is equal parts disorienting and grounded in unbridled romantic anguish. It's, I don't know how to right now, it's so loud. Yeah, but Little Things is a pretty good song. It's pretty good. Alright, number 1. My number 1 song of the year is Princess and the Clock by Cara Cara Bonito. You know, KKB is probably my favorite pop group, and they never fail to surprise me. This journey of a dance pop track, it's so loopable, It's packed with incredible moments of production and songwriting. That drop at the beginning is just followed by kind of this level of intensity, and never really comes back down to where it starts. And the infectious vocal chops, they only happen once. And I think that's what makes the song so loopable. It does its best not to repeat itself, and it's just so addicting because of it. It's my most played song of the year by a long shot. There were some days where I would just put on this song once and then just have to listen to it 5 more times just to marvel in how expertly crafted it is. The hook, the synths, the vocal manipulations, the lyrics. I mean, the song tells a liberating story about breaking through captivity, which is something that I think everyone can relate to. And yeah, it's my song of the year. It's a great, great, great song. Cara Cara Bonito, Princess and the Clock. Incredible. 10 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching my top 75 songs of the year. You know, I think in terms of what I have kind of focused on this year, it has been singles, and the choices of what things should be singles, what things shouldn't be singles. I had this evolving playlist of my top singles of the year, and it's something that I really put a lot of time into. So I'm really happy with how this list turned out. I hope that that my weird statements about some of these songs, and like kind of how passionate I am about some of them, doesn't really is like translates into how much these songs mean to me. And you know, if anything I described in this list sounded remotely interesting to you, definitely check it out. And yeah, I'm really proud with how this list turned out. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, and you can check me out on Twitch as well. I stream every Monday and Friday around evening. Also follow my Twitter at JustCamWill. All the links to all this stuff are in the description, along with all the songs that I talked about in this video. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot.